The Missouri National Guard one-on-one. Missouri National Guard, always ready, always there.
We're here with Mizzou head basketball coach Frank Haith as his Tigers prepare for a road trip to South Carolina later this week. And, Coach, second time you've seen South Carolina as we get through these second tour through the league, a couple of opponents at least. What are you drawing from your previous experience against Frank Martin and the Gamecocks?
Well, we had a really intense, high-level game here. We had to make some huge plays down the stretch to win that game. You know what you're going to get when you play South Carolina or a Frank Martin coach team, and that is a team that's going to be very physical. You got to bring your lunch pail and your hard hat. It's going to be one of those kind of games. They're playing a lot better. The last two ball games, they beat Ole Miss, and they go on the road and lose to Georgia in overtime. So I also know they've beaten Arkansas pretty handily in that building. And we understand to play them, you got to have the attitude. He come at me, I go at him, and you can't back down.
As you gear up for this final stretch run here in the regular season, what are the things you're really emphasizing to your guys as they begin to look at that transition to postseason play and try to gear up for the postseason?
It's consistency, Ben. I think we were not very consistent on the defensive end of the court. We were so good against Florida, and we're not very good against Kentucky in terms of the basic things, shrinking the gaps, the rotations, helping the helper. I thought we were not very good against Kentucky, and I'm looking for us to be consistent in that department. I think really good teams this time of the year, you're really consistent in that department.
Every situation is unique, but as you've talked about some of these late game situations your team has faced the past couple of weeks, what are the teaching points you've drawn out to help them get better?
Well, first teaching point in the Kentucky game, we're down 7 with a little bit over 5 minutes to go, and we get right back in it. Actually, we take the lead in that ball game, and I thought our guys handled that stretch very well. Obviously, the last 2 possessions we didn't handle well offensively, but I go back to what we didn't do defensively. If we get stops, we win. It doesn't matter what happens on the offensive end, and we didn't get stops. And quite frankly, they got 2 easy buckets. They got a back cut layup, and they got another play in the paint area where we didn't come up with a loose ball.
When you get to this time of year and all the outside chatter is about March and tournaments and seedings and all that, what do you like to say to your guys to keep them focused on one game at a time so they can worry about that stuff down the line?
That's just it, because I think if you start to engage yourself in those conversations, you lose sight of preparing yourself and doing the best you can in that night, and you can't do that. And I don't even want to know what those guys are saying. I just want us to continue to worry about getting better and performing the night against South Carolina the best we can. I mean, we got to play the best we can play.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Good luck in the other Columbia.
Thank you.
That's Coach Frank Haith. Tigers take on South Carolina Thursday